Alleged terror funder sent COVID bounce back loans to ISIS. So a guy applied for the bounce back loan, 25k or whatever, and they used it to fund ISIS. A former pub landlord faces terror charges over allegations he collected thousands of pounds in COVID bounce back loans to send to ISIS.
A pub landlord as well.
Yeah, Tarek Nam. I can't pronounce his name. 42 years old. He faces 8 charges of funding terrorism.
That's weird.
So, I just thought that was some good news to put in. It's quite interesting.
To be fair, like I've not heard about ISIS for ages.
This guy's bringing it back to the news.
Yeah. COVID and ISIS. It's like a double whammy.
Nostalgia. I don't know, man. When I was reading the article, I just thought, like, I wasn't surprised by it anyway. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. And then after reflecting a bit, I thought it's not surprising information. And then it got me thinking, there's that much shit, like fucked up shit that actually goes on in the world, and we're so accustomed to the information that we're getting that stuff isn't as surprising as it should be.
Yeah. No, it's true, because when you think about it, like there's so many things that happen like this all the time that it's just another one to add to the pile.
Yeah.
The pile's this big. Like, yeah, your first time you hear about something like, oh, bloody hell, have they done that? That's crazy. And then the next one happens, and you're like, oh, it's happened again. And then the next one's happened. And then you've got a pile this big. When the next one comes on, you're just like, just chuck it in the pile.
Yeah. And
with the rest
I swear
of
it's like because of like Netflix and Netflix documentaries and YouTube and all this stuff, you can just learn about all the fucked up shit in probably a week. You can learn about several different cases of just crap, like ISIS, for example, conspiracy theories of. But then there's more and more conspiracy theories that were quite entertaining to think about. Oh, what if that happens? More and more of them are coming true.
Yeah.
So
that's weird as well, isn't it?
It just adds to the pile of shit, though, doesn't it? Like,
yeah. And I think this is why Boris Johnson's been in power, like managed to stay in power through all that Partygate stuff, because it came out initially that they had Christmas drinks, was it?
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, oh, he's fucking lied, blah, blah, blah. They've been having parties. And then that died down a little bit. And then comes out again that they had more than one party. And then everyone's uproar again. And then that dies down a bit. Then the investigation goes ahead. The police find out that he's been lying and they did have a party. Finds him. But that wasn't really as shocking as the initial couple of... but I think that's what's kept him in, is that people got used to it. Like, all right, he's had these parties. Like, we found out about it. Yeah.
Old news now.
Like, it was a shock at first. Shock, a little bit more of a less of a shock second time. Third time when he got fined, like, you don't really give the fuck.
Yeah, no one's really like clinging on to things and keeping hold of it. They're just sort of just jumping on the bandwagon for a bit and then jumping on. Yeah, and then jumping off. I mean, there's BLM that happened. I know that's probably continued longer than other things, but I felt like everyone just sort of latched onto that idea for a bit and then just jumped off.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like there's that much happening. You can't just latch onto one thing.
No.
And we're that exposed to so much information that the story's just changing constantly. Like, it was all about the Partygate stuff, and then Ukraine war happened, and then literally all got forgotten about.
Yeah, do you remember we watched that thing on Netflix that reflected back on 2021?
Oh yeah, that Death to 2021.
Yeah. That's like, looking back on that, the amount of shit that just came and went, and just gone forgotten about, is ridiculous. I mean, we're gonna look back on 2022, And even we're only in May, but there's been shitloads of stuff that's happened.
Yeah.
Probably stuff that's happened that's big that I don't even know about. But what we're saying about they're getting away. The people in power are getting away with stuff now, and I think they know they are. So they're in a really scary situation. Well, we're in a scary situation that these people have so much power against us, but yet they're getting away with everything because no one's got attention span long enough to
Yeah.
actually deal with the problems that are going on.